Alright, what is going on? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Pegassi Tempesta. This is based on the Lamborghini Hurrican. It is a very, very nice car. In real life, it's actually more expensive in the game than in real life, though sometimes it's vice versa. Anyways, let's get into it. First, I'm just going to be showing you all the car's visuals, like what it looks like. So, here we go. It has a nice engine valve cover, and you know, the valve cover of the engine looks nice. Now, one thing I gotta say is, under it, you know what I mean? Like, look at that. It's like this beautiful polished up valve cover on this ugly ass, like, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. It looks like the engine's not even put together under it. You get what I'm saying? This is like, it's a beginning of when cars were starting to get detailed. As you see, like, they got the nice Pegassi logo on there, you know, they were trying, but it's just like under it, you know, it looks like you could just tell. What is that? That's like PS2 stuff. Like, what are it, wires? Is that what, you know? It's just funny. We got this nice, decently rendered valve cover on top of this mess. You know, it just doesn't fit at all. But, you know, that's just one, you know, you can keep the hood down, so it don't really matter. I'm just saying. And then there's really not much else to show. I mean, I'll show the interior. I've always hated the interior, too, of this car. I'm not saying it's a bad car, I'm just saying the quality, you know, of the engine block and of the interior, I never really cared for them. That's all I'm saying. Like, the interior, you know, just, you know, there's nothing special about it. For a $1.3 million car, which I'm about to read in 1 second about it, this interior is very lame. You know, it's a lame interior. And I know it's a 4-year-old car, but still, no excuse. Okay, so it says at some point, asking, so how fast is it? It's like asking the guy who just put his fist through your ribs, so how strong are you? It's not about the speed anymore, it's not about the style either, because one touch of the gas and it's a little more than a blur. You just know that deep down there's an itch only this car can scratch, and you lack any of the personal qualities you need to resist. Select from all them colors. There's all the stats: top speed, acceleration, brake, and traction. They try showing it. Like I said, this interior is just the worst. I hate it. 1.3 million. So that's you know, compared to today's inflated prices, that's not bad at all. And the funny thing, as I'm gonna mention, is this exact interior is actually on the McLaren Senna, which is, I think, the most expensive car in the game now. Wait, I gotta find it. Here it is, 2.7 million. It's not the most expensive, but it's up there. That's the funny part. This car right here is 2.7 million. Here, I'll click on it and see if it shows the pic of the interior. It does not, but this car, the Emirates, it has the identical interior to the Tempesta. And that's pretty sad, considering it's 2.7 million and this car's 1.3, and it's 4 years later. You know what I mean? You'd think they'd have a bunch of new interiors. Because back when we got this car in 2016, we were just starting to get these newer interiors, you know what I mean? Like, they were just getting added, and I thought this one sucked. I would have rather had one of the launch interiors from when they first launched, you know, current gen, than this interior. I always thought this one sucked, but to see that they're still using it for cars is just a shame. As the title says, best customization. So here we are, we're going to get into it. I'll show you all the customization, but I believe that I have the best customization possible on it. So we got custom carbon splitter, and then we just got it with the cannards. Nah. See, you know what I mean? Like, you can put them on there, but it just, I mean, look at that. That front end is atrocious. That looks like some cheap body kit. Like, look at that. It's all sticking out. And, you know, people actually think, like, oh, 4600, I'm gonna put that on there. People really put this shit on their cars. No mercy. You can put a roll cage in here. I mean, it's a Lamborghini Hurrican. Why the hell would you want this ugly ass roll cage? But, you know, you can. Engine, exhaust, you got stock exhaust. Then you got these dualies, which are painted the color of the car. I would prefer the stock ones. Actually, I don't mind these dualies. It's just they should just be chrome. I think that's why I kept the stock ones. I'm just keeping the stock ones. Then you got hoods, alright. There's a lot of hood options because everything else is not shit. So I guess you got hoods to make up for that, don't you? Alright, you got stock hood, carbon hood, performance hood. I think I got the performance hood on it. I do like the performance hood. It gives it... Yeah, I like the performance hood for some reason. I don't know, might put the stock hood back on. The performance hood looks really nice. Then you got the carbon performance hood. And then there's the Aggressor Hood. Okay. Carbon Aggressor Hood. I like that. You can see the inside of the engine bit of blue because of the vents. Alright, then you got the twin vent hood. I think this is supposed to represent the Veneno's hood. And then you got a high performance hood. I don't really care for this one too much, but it's decent. I think this one, yeah, this is supposed to be like the Veneno hood. But just, you know what I mean? This car's the Hurrican all the way, so it doesn't really make sense to have a Veneno hood on there. Yeah, I'm just keeping a stock horn. Lights, I got my blue lights on there from the arena. Respray, it's a fully modded respray, no selected pearlescent, etc, etc. Triple color car. I like this car a lot. It's a really nice car. Alright, roof. You can put this aerial on there if you want, which I think that's hideous. It's a big antenna sticking out the whip, but hey, like I said, people will do it. Side skirts, you got custom skirts, so basically it just makes it extrude a little bit. Yep, all of those skirts, I don't care for one of them. Spoiler, you got none. That's what I have on it right now, none. I don't have a spoiler on it. I'm very happy because look at this tuner wing. Oh yeah, I have a $400,000 Lamborghini Hurrican. It's more than that in the game, of course, but in real life. And it's like, look, I got this ugly ass spoiler on it. Like, look at this. Like I said, they add this for these idiots too. They should call it Ricer wing. Not even a Ricer would like this hideous wing. Then you got the GT wing. I think this thing's hideous too. The carbon wing, this is probably, if you want a spoiler on here, one of the cleanest wings to have. I went back and forth from no wing and this wing a few times. Then you got the carbon wing type 2, which makes it ugly and bigger, and you don't want that shit. And then you got the high level GT wing. Every one of these spoilers suck and they're hideous except for the carbon wing. I think that's the only decent one. And I still think I want no wing, because I don't know, that's still like a little bit over the top, you know. That's not the type of spoiler you really want on this, but I don't know, I can't tell if I want that wing or not. I think it's just too much for this car. And then I got my Benny rims on there, obviously. I got the blue on blue. And then they got the green window tint. If you ever watch my vids and wonder why nothing's selected, it's because these cars are modded. It's not just merged wheels or nothing, you know what I mean? They're modded, like green window tint. You can tell, look at it, it's green. It's not none, it's not light smoke, it's not dark smoke. I mean, nothing's selected because it's green. Same with the paint. The wheel color's modded when you click on it. It's not frost white, it's a modded white. Everything's modded, paint, color, pearlescent, blah, blah, blah. We didn't come in this vid to talk about that though. So, in my opinion, I have this car customized the best. Very clean, in my humble opinion. Now I'm going to shut my mic off for a second, do some driving around the city so you can hear this car you know, the way it sounds, etc. Alright. Well, I wanted to hit that turn going as fast as I pretty much could, and it slid right into that car. It did not turn at all. I was going so quick, it just didn't even turn. But yeah, so as far as speed and handling goes, the speed on it's pretty nice. I actually like the sound of the car. That's one thing that I don't have any complaints about, is the engine tone, the engine sound. It sounds pretty nice, you know. I like the sound of it, really, I do. I think the Tempesta sounds nice. It handles pretty nice. It's not the best handling in the game by any means, but it's very easy to control. If you're, you know, a relatively skilled driver. I think it's rear-wheel drive, but we're about to find out. It might be all-wheel. It is all-wheel drive. Okay, it just feels very loose for an all-wheel drive car. You know what I mean? It just feels, I think it's, some cars in GTA just feel like they have a higher gravity, you know, level, like they're high off the ground when they're really not, but it's just how they feel. After doing the Zentorno yesterday, I think that's why this car feels, you know, just a lot different from the Zentorno. It feels like this car will definitely let loose on you, you know, if you don't know what you're doing as a driver, if you're not used to this car, etc. If you know, if you're going around a turn, it feels like it can just spin out at any time on you. Like a lot of those turns I was going around, I was like, please don't spin out, but it seems that it doesn't spin out as long as you're on the gas and stuff. You know, it seems to handle very nice. I would just be a little bit careful. Oh, I didn't even see him. I'm being an idiot. I'm too busy talking. Like as you see right there, kind of. It is a nice car though, and it handles good. like I said, its turn radius isn't the best. I've hit multiple cars because I think that the car can turn quick enough to miss them, and it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like some of them, like that's my fault. I'm just not caring. You seen when I was trying to drive, I wasn't hitting a thing, and now I'm at that point. But yeah, very nice car, 1.3 million. It's not even a high price tag. So yeah, I mean, I recommend getting it. I'm getting a little more used to it now, so I'm judging these corners a lot better. I'm not feeling as scared that I'm gonna spin out with it. It's a very nice car. There's definitely cars you can get for cheaper though. But I just interior and the engine block, like the way the engine looks, those are the only two things that bothers me. Like when I'm driving this car in first person, I feel bored. Maybe if you could paint this interior like white or something, it would be a little bit better, to look at. But just to me, it looks like a bland, shitty interior. I just hate it. Not to mention, I can never see how fast I'm going. When you dock nothing, this is one of them things. The steering wheel covers it. Look how small that speedometer is. It's just this interior looks like there's no proportion to it. Look how small the gauges are compared to the rest of the dash. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. Look at all that room they have. They could have put bigger in there. I mean, shit, you need a microscope to see the speed. Like, and there is speed, like miles an hour and shit on there. Like if I get my Snapmatic, well, anyways, that's it for this video. I'm wrapping it up. I'll catch you in the next car video in GTA Online. I recommend buying this car for 1.3 million. I think it's a very nice car. Like I said, I'm not happy with the engine and the interior. Everything besides that, though, I think it's a very nice car. I think it looks nice, handles nice, sounds nice. And that's pretty much all you need. 1.3 million is very cheap, like I said, especially to today's standards. You can make that very simple, or just wait till it's on the wheel, whatever you want to do. Like I said, I recommend buying this car, especially if you're a big Lambo collector. But hey, this is your beer boy signing out. Also, don't rice it out with all them spoilers and body kits and shit. Keep it simple like me, just everything stock, no spoiler, and I think you'll be very satisfied. This is the Lamborghini Hurrican. Peace out.